Hey, this is Roger, Jack the Real Estate Dogs in the back seat, and we are right on NC 16, otherwise known as Providence Road, heading south from Charlotte down to Waxhaw. And if you stay till the end, you're going to see some great footage in the Waxhaw area. Now, here's what you need to know. I'm in Union County. I just crossed over into Union County, less than a mile ago. And I'm headed south. Really, Longview is not too far over there. That's the exclusive area where Greg Olson lives from the Panthers. A lot of NFL, NBA type guys, entrepreneurs. They live in Longview, really just right around the corner. But we're heading south. I want to show you some neighborhoods that, and really I want to end up in Waxhaw. That's my destination. And I want to give you a feel for the vibe of going from Charlotte, 2 miles or so south of 485, Waverly, Ray Farms, and just heading south, because a lot of people consider moving to Waxhaw. I've moved a lot of people to Waxhaw, and yet sometimes the drive, it's hard to equate that while you're up in New Jersey, New York, Seattle, Ohio, etc. Now we're at Ray Road. Now Ray Road kind of bumps tees right here, and then goes all the way back up to 485. But here's what you may or may not know. Ray Road is getting ready, as it tees here, to cut through and go to all parts east in Union County. We are in Union County, just south of Mecklenburg County. Charlotte is called the Queen City, named after the Queen from Mecklenburg in the Germany area. And so right through there, that's going to be a road. It's going to go right through and cut through into all things east of here. So guys, I'm really in, am I still in Weddington, or am I in Marvin, or am I in Waxhaw? Well, that's a good discussion, because 28173 is kind of like Weddington, Waxhaw, Marvin. Marvin is just a small hamlet, really, kind of off to that area. We're really still in Weddington right now, just past Lock Haven, coming up to Newtown. And, if you've stayed with me this long, you might be interested in what I'm talking about, because you may be saying, hey, I've zeroed in on Weddington or Waxhaw, Marvin. So I'm going from Charlotte, right as I entered into, Union County, and I'm going all the way into Waxhaw. I really want to show you, if you stay till the end, the small town of Waxhaw. Very, very cool. Now, up here on the left is a really exclusive area where Arcadia Homes is building. It's Weddington. I think it's called Weddington Meadows, the Meadows at Weddington. Arcadia, Arthur Ruttenberg, $1 million, $2 million homes right there. Very cool. Great area. The further you go south, just so you know, I want to be really clear about this. The further you go south, see, we're on 2 lanes right now. So we started out at 4 lanes, and about a mile ago, we got down to 2 lanes. So that's significant if you're thinking about commute time. Can they widen this? Probably. Will they widen this? Maybe. Who knows? But like Millbridge, I'm headed towards Millbridge, one of the great areas and one of the great locations where people are looking, because Millbridge is a community of the year. Now, this is one of my favorite roads right here. We're coming up on Newtown Road. Right here at Newtown, not only do you have the Auto Bell, but you have the Java Brewing. This guy is from Jerusalem, guy. He's interesting. And a brand new Publix coming right over there to the left. Right on this corner, there will be a brand new Publix. That is significant, because Publix makes shopping a pleasure. So I love going left out to Waxhaw, Cortona, etc. And right, I go on this road a lot on Newtown, going over to Providence down south, all the way over to Marvin, right through Marvin, and right over to 521. I go that way a lot. I love that road. Publix right here, nice, beautiful. And part of the reason I'm asking you to stay with me on this long video, I want you to get a feel as if you were in my car. For instance, if you came here and you went to the Hilton Garden Inn at Waverly, right around the corner from my house, and we met there, we got in my car, we drove, this is what we'd be doing. There's Weddington Chase right there, an old John Whelan neighborhood killer. Jack's in the back seat. Do you see him? Is he behaving? I think he is. So there's Thurl Farms right there. I've got a few videos on that. It's gated. But I just want you to get a vibe for what it's like to drive down NC-16 Providence Road right down into Waxhaw. Now, people are starting to turn their headlights on. Believe it or not, it's just after 3 o'clock. But as we come into Christmas, obviously the days are shorter, and we get, we start getting dark pretty soon. Now, right over here is the courtyards at Marvin. That was the fabulous courtyards from Epcon Communities, 55 plus. That's a winner right there. And we got a zoning sign right here, so there's going to be some new developments. You know, every time I see that Z for zoning, I think that's money. Right down here on Bonds Grove Church Road, Bell Grove is down there, less than a mile. But I think money because these are new plats being cut. I love new construction. Jack loves new construction, and we have an opportunity to show you the latest in new construction. You know, if you're still with me, I'm proud of you. I love you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and say hi to Jack in the comments below. You know, really the vibe is, and I'm obviously at no shortage for words. Right on the left, we have the Cal Atlantic community that just closed out a year or so ago called Inverness. And then up here on the right, there is some new construction that I want to go into at some point over in Curitan. Curitan is amazing. Not only do you have the Canaan Group, you got MI Homes, Meritage Homes, and some others right in there. Great community, great amenities right off to my right here. But I really, and there is, by the way, an Atrium Health Center right there, emergency room, part of the Carolinas Medical Center. They just rebranded to Atrium. I can't believe, if you're still with me, thank you. You know, and as a YouTube creator, the more watch time we get, the better for us. But it's not about me, it's about you. I just want you to get a feel. Got a brand new, boy, I haven't even seen that yet. A brand new Aldi. Wow. Where have I been? Right next to the Lowe's. There is a Lowe's here. This is like the Curitan Town Center. I didn't know Aldi's was there. Wow. I usually cut across down Newtown Road or Bonds Church. We got a Lowe's, got a Walmart neighborhood store right here. Got some great little shopping right here. Houses of worship and banks and blah, blah, blah right here, because we are right here on NC-16, which is Providence Road. And what is this? Kensington going that way, Cuthbertson going that way. If you go that way, you're going to find the Wesley Chapel courtyards, which is a great plat. And, you know, you're going to find, if you're from New York, you already know about Lawson. A lot of NYPD live in Lawson, right down there. They have new construction closed out within the last year or so. But I'm headed towards Waxhaw. I know where I'm going. Jack's in the back. We're going forward, heading south. I want you to get a vibe for it. And obviously I can talk forever, right? I'm used to it. So you got Kensington, Millbridge is right down there. Lawson is right down there. And we are still headed south on NC-16. You don't get these kind of videos just anywhere. And I'm very happy about being able to be able to do it like this, where we can talk and chat. Usually I've got the properties, and you know, it really is all about the properties, about the homes, about the houses, about the subdivisions, and it's all about you. But, you know, if you've gotten this far with me, you've bonded with me, and hopefully you'll be sitting in my car at some point. I did just buy Jack a car, a convertible. So as the weather gets warmer continually, Jack will be in that car. It could have been today. It's 58 degrees, partly cloudy today, and we're almost at Christmas. Who would not want to live in a climate like that? Almost 58 degrees, and almost Christmas, right? Good stuff. So we're coming into downtown Waxhaw. You know, one thing I love about Charlotte. Charlotte has a lot of great small towns around it. Matthews is a great example. Mint Hill is a great example. Waxhaw is a great example. Yesterday I was up in Belmont, over on the other side of the Lake Wiley, over on the far west side of town. Great little small town. the Jonas Brothers' dad have a restaurant there, Nellie's. Got people moving in there. So long story short, for those of you that are thinking Waxhaw, I just want you to get in the car with me. Look at the time on the video. That tells you how long we've been traveling from NC 84, where we started, 2 miles south of 485, down into downtown Waxhaw. And you've been seeing everything along the way, by the way. How's Jack doing? Is he all right in the back? Jackie. Jack, you all right? What's up, Jackie? You good, boy? He loves to go to work with me. Man, it's been rainy the last few days. Snowy where you are in Buffalo, but rainy here. And he hadn't been able to go out because everybody loves Jack when he's dry, but when he's wet, not so much. Got an Ace Hardware here, tire shops, car repair shops, coming into downtown Waxhaw. I remember years ago, I met Patty about 10 years ago, and I was living in Hilton Head. And I remember coming in different ways from Hilton Head to here. About every other weekend, I'd come here, and then she'd come there on the alternate weekends. We fell in love, we got married, we still lived apart, which was good, by the way, and then ended up moving here in about 2011. So, post office right here. So I remember coming in through Waxhaw many times, coming up through Great Falls and driving up through some of those small towns in like Florence and some of the small towns in South Carolina. I'm trying to think of some of those names. Very cool and historic. But coming up through Waxhaw, beautiful, because you come up 521, then cross 75 and come in. I'm almost here, guys. The speed limit just hit 25. So I'm going to obey this speed limit law and not get pinched. So there's some very cool things. I'm just looking at right now. There's some great restaurants. There's some great shopping. There's some great places to hang out. There's the Black Chicken is one of my favorites. Got a little courtyard where Jack and I can sit, little wine shop, 25 miles an hour. I'm going 28. Restaurants, craft beer places, etc. Antique places. So Waxhaw is very cool. I remember moving a couple here from Denver, and the gentleman sent his wife out so he could stay with the baby. Came out here for, she came out for a couple of days, and we drove around, went to Millbridge, which they ended up buying in Millbridge. And I remember taking her to lunch down here in downtown Waxhaw. And then at that point said to her, now see, we're kind of backed up right now. So it gets a little dicey here traffic wise. If I'm smart, I take a left right here on, what is that called? Howie Mine? I never look at the names. All right, we're moving. Let's see what we got. And she wanted to check out the schools because depending on where you live in Millbridge, you may have one school, you may have the other school. And so she wanted to go to school. So we went there, and my broker partner, Rodney Jones' wife, Christy, works at one of the schools. We went down there, she met the principal, they were very accommodating. And by the way, here's a train track. Do you see it? I'm right on the train track. It's a bridge, historic, Waxhaw Bridge. Now we're coming into the old buildings. I want to roll my window down. The old buildings, antique buildings. You've got Providence, Provisions on Providence, Provisions Waxhaw, great restaurants. Man, this is magnificent. I love downtown Waxhaw, and you're looking right out the window at it. Railroad train on my right track, and police station coming up here. This is great. So guys, if you've stayed with me this long, you love me and Jack. I can't wait to be your buyer's agent. Make sure you click the like button and subscribe button and whatever, the ring the bell, whatever, as you subscribe to the channel. And I can't wait to hear from you. Hit me up, and I'll see you in the next video.